everybody, this is Sarah. I think you saw my previous video, so I'm going to show you a little more about the nitty-gritty of what my nonprofit does. So this is our application tracker. We hand out paper copies of our application to, probably between 50 and 60 high schools in 2 different states in India, and then our awesome staff fills it in. So we need a way to figure out who should get a scholarship, and basically we balance how much money you make and how well you did in high school. And then we also have a couple other ways to see how much money your family has beyond just how much you make. And this number right here, a lakh, that's an Indian unit of measurement. So to try to get some sense of what that actually means, the average girl that we send to college, her family lives on about $1.11 a day. So these are people who are rural farmers, like they definitely have enough to eat, but they are not wealthy. So right here, this is one of my favorite things is if you have a cow or a water buffalo, then we perceive you as a little bit wealthier than somebody who doesn't have a cow or water buffalo. So we have a scoring guide, then we have an interview process. So if you score high enough on the initial application, we give you a scholarship. And we ask things about your father's occupation, your mother's occupation. Most people's fathers are farmers. Most people's mothers are also farmers. And then we just have questions about, why they want it, if we think they'll be a good candidate. We have some other things, like if you're physically handicapped, you're more likely to get a scholarship. If you're from a super remote area, you're more likely to get a scholarship. And when I say super remote, I went to visit a scholar's house. I took a bus for 2 hours, and then I took a rickshaw, which is kind of like a motorcycle cart, for another hour, and then I walked up a mountain for 30 minutes, wading through a river, and then I got to her house. So when we say interior region, it is out there. So we, have this whole scoring system for the interview, and then we choose our scholars. And every year we get about between 300 and 500 applications for 60 spots. So our application process has to be really tight and really good, and we spend a lot of time working on it. There is definitely some math involved, but I've become a lot more motivated to do math and have learned to really love math because I'm doing it for something that I care about. So, if you look at this spreadsheet and you find it intimidating, don't worry, it's definitely possible.